So here I am again, Fred Copestake, founder of Brindis and Brindis Gulf, which this vlog is all about. It's all about the journey that we're on to bring an exciting new way of selling to the Gulf. So I just thought I'd take you through some of the foundations, what sort of got us to this point so far, and then we can join the rest of the journey together. So really, I mean, it all started off when I met Hamza, my co-founder. We met, so to speak, on LinkedIn. We were connected there. We started to have a series of discussions using messaging, and then we jumped online and we had a bit of a chat. We talked about selling, we talked about different approaches, we talked about collaborative selling, what that means. We talked about what works and what doesn't work in the broader world of sales, and we started to just sort of narrow that down to what's happening in the Gulf. It soon became pretty clear we're very much on the same page. And the collaborative sales approach is one that would be particularly powerful in that region. So yeah, we're kind of violently agreeing about these things. It also became very clear that we were aligned on purpose as well. We're both about making a real difference. We're both about trying to have impact. We're both about trying to help salespeople be the best they can. We've both seen salespeople badly treated, who are not really given the chance to fulfill their potential. Management isn't looking after them, or they're just not in the right place to be able to really do a good job despite themselves as individuals. So we know that we wanted to do something about this. So we started to think about the potential that there is to do something. We're starting to get serious and have a real look at the region and the way in which we could do something there. Now, it's clear that the region is a region of prosperity. There's a lot of good things going on there. So from that point of view, yep, things were clear that we would be able to do something. However, while there's a lot of success there, we also identified there's a lot of failure. A lot of businesses that move there fail early because they're not equipped to sell in the right way. A lot of individuals, as I've already mentioned, are kind of set up to fail, really. And this is something that neither of us like particularly. So we knew that there is something that we can do about this. So we start to put the ideas together. How can we practically make a difference? What have we got? What can we do to really start to bring this thing to life? So yeah, how are we going to do something about this? Well, the product already exists. Yeah, I've written the book, written 2 books, and built the collaborative selling accelerator around the content and the framework within the Selling Through Partnering Skills book. That's already there. There's 10 component elements which come together to give salespeople a really unique way of learning, a way of taking things away, of starting to apply that and starting to really make a difference, to have some impact. So that's already there. So we need to think about, well, how do we structure what we do to get this into the area, to deliver this to as many people as we possibly can, as quick as we can? How can we have impact? We're aware that though the foundations or the kind of main principles in selling are the same, there are some regional nuances. So we need to make sure that we could bring that to the fore in what we're delivering, both from the point of view of a training, a learning point of view, but also in the way that we would deliver it ourselves. So the way that we sell. Again, practice what we preach. We're both aware of examples of where training companies, of people coming into the area to try and give advice, consultancy, haven't been successful because they've tried to do it in exactly the way that they would do in different parts of the world. So they get the foundations, the core of it is the same. We need to make sure that how we deliver this and our own sales process was fit for use. So yeah, we thought about this and how can we structure something that is going to able to operate? Hence Brindis Gulf. It's kind of almost too obvious that would be how we would have to set up. So we could have a sales and marketing offer that will be right for the region, and something that we could then really start to scale and to do in a way that is going to have the impact that we require. So we'd start to build these basic ideas, and then we took some advice. again, practice what we preach. We want to give advice to people. We want to help people get better. We would absolutely need to talk to people who are expert in how this sort of thing will operate. So we used contacts to discuss what our initial thinking was, and received some very favorable feedback. People were liking the core content, liking what we're trying to do, liking broadly how we were structured, and gave us some great ideas in what we could do to actually make the entity, Brindis Gulf itself, and the company start to happen. So yeah, we've done that. We refined a little bit of the thinking around the sales marketing, and we will always continue to do that. Think about, you know, that particular strategy, but more than anything, it became clear that actually we can really embark on a mission to make a difference. You know, I know I've used the word impact a couple of times already, but we're convinced that's something that we can do, and kind of what drives us. Ultimately, for me, it boils down to one of my own personal kind of mantras, if you like, which is about having good people doing good things in a good way. I like to talk about this because for me, that represents how we need to get salespeople operating. We've got to have good people, good intentions, good quality people, but doing good things. So again, they're trying to do positive, impactful stuff, but with a decent process. So this we can turn inward, and we can talk about, well, that's exactly how Brindis Gulf needs to be. We've got to have the best people. We've got to have the best intentions. We've got to have the right way of operating. We've got to have the best product, the best way to get our learning out there. And we've got to have the best way of working. And ultimately, you know, we want to become the employer of choice. We want people to be queuing up to work with us, both as customers, as clients, and as employees. So yeah, the foundations, the thinking behind that, we are reasonably advanced now. There's still room for room to change, and something we'll always be doing. But that's kind of how we started. That's why we are where we are now. We're in this exciting phase of just really making sure that we can now start to use the thinking and the planning as the building blocks to start making something proper happen. There's various things in the pipeline, so to speak, which I will talk about in the next episode. So yeah, in the meantime, if that's something that you're interested in, please do subscribe to listen to this, to the YouTube channel. And yeah, as always, any feedback you can give, any questions you have, I'm very, very open to that. It's part and parcel of why we operate and why I would be doing a vlog like this. So yeah, please subscribe below, and yeah, I'll share more later.